Oh, get some! Get some! I have no idea if I did that right or not, because I have none of that in me. Sorry. Yeah, so I was just about to start work on this week's trip report for Disneyland. I got that. I got some vlogs I'm trying to do and some other projects that I'm working on, a top 10 video for hacks. And then what? What? Disney announces that the Guardians of the Galaxy is gonna take over Tower of Terror? What? Oh, get some, get some. Okay, sorry, I won't do that anymore. I promise. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, by the way, don't take that reaction as me saying, yeah, up with Guardians of the Galaxy and down with Tower of Terror. I like Tower of Terror. I said that before when I tried to break that rumor or whatever, or announced that the reskin was happening. I like Tower of Terror. But I'm just saying, it's coming. Guardians of the Galaxy was going to happen. Marvel's going to happen in DCA. That's what I was saying. And other people were just yelling at me like, stop spreading all those nasty rumors. You're making everybody crazy. And I'm like, what do you want me to do about it? Anyway, so that's what that's for doubting me, for doubting Fresh Baked. Anyway, we weren't the first. I mean, there was a website out there that first hit the rumor out there, and then we saw that and kind of, ran around a little bit with it. But I will say this. I feel like we were the first to say that it's true. Or I was like, well, here, I said this. I've got a pretty good feeling that this is legit. That this is about as close as you can get as a done deal, just by, measuring how things have been going, the direction that Disney has been going with DCA and with Marvel in recent, the rumors we've heard in the past. And by the way, that is almost 2 months. We scooped Mice Chat by almost 2 months on that, because they put out an article in May, I think, saying that it was true. But you know what? By then, it was already out there, man. Fresh Baked had already put it out there. Yeah, I mean, I hedged a little bit, but what do you want me to do? I've never scooped or broken a news story before. I don't know how confident I'm supposed to sound. So I kind of hedged a little bit in that video, but I'll tell you this. I was 100% in my head. I was 100%. And we also said this, by the way. DCA, you guys, is going Pixar Marvel. That's happening. It's got to be. All signs are pointing to DCA going Pixar Marvel only. To which that has been confirmed too. Joe Rohde said in the video of the announcement for Guardians of the Galaxy, this is just the first part. This is just the beginning of the Marvel takeover of DCA. Now, I don't know to what extent, where it's going yet for sure. I feel, well, you know what? We're going to get to that. But anyway, we called Marvel moving into DCA, and that's what Joe Rohde just said. Oh, and by the way, we also said this. What about, at the collector's place? That whole thing explodes, and there's probably some loss of gravity, I'm sure, or something like that. And that's exactly what we're getting. Well, not exactly. It's happening in the collector's, wherever it is he keeps his stuff. I was thinking of Nowhere. Is that what they? Yeah, Nowhere. And maybe something exploded and the elevator fell. But I mean, this is the same thing. It's the collector, okay? And that's what makes it. The reason why this works, the reason why I thought collector, is because he's got all that stuff, and they have a reason to be there. And he's got all that stuff, and they become part of his collection. They are the Guardians of the Galaxy, especially Rocket. So Tower is going Guardians, and this is just step one. Well, what is step two then? Let the speculation begin. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the backlot will be extended. Ian and I were talking about this today, actually, because, well, you're going to find out later on this week that Ian actually called that the announcement was going to be made today at Comic-Con. But anyway, Ian suggested that they're going to, because they're building a new parking structure, that the buses can be moved somewhere else with the drop-off. So that front entrance where the buses get dropped off, that whole section can be co-opted by an extended backlot, because that's the way it is now. It's backlot and buses. So they could take over that room, and that gives us a lot of room for what? Like a totally righteous e-ticket roller coaster, maybe? I don't know. Something amazing. They've got plans, right? Because they wouldn't. Listen, you guys. They're not just thinking about ideas right now. They've already got plans. So we know there's something cooking that we haven't heard yet. They wouldn't go this far without already having at least a solid 80% idea, of confidence of what they're going to build. So that, what if you start hearing rumors down the line, you can count on those things probably being true. Now let's take a look at the concept art. We got two pieces of concept art. This first piece looks like Q. It looks like probably the ground floor of the hotel lobby. I'm guessing that's where this is going to go, and it's full of artifacts and things that the collector has collected, and it looks pretty neat. I would say this is probably at least as entertaining as the hotel lobby, right? And now this piece I figure is to be something that is going to be projected on the screen after we board the elevator or the gantry or whatever they're calling it. Notice it includes Rocket. I mentioned that because in the little backstory that they've given us, Rocket is the one who is trying to free the other members of the Guardians of the Galaxy. So I'm guessing while we're getting all set up to go on our ride, we're gonna see a film of Rocket breaking out of his cell and then scurrying about trying to rework the wires or something to save everybody else, and that's going to cause the gantry to go up and down. And now that I'm saying this out loud, I feel like I'm 100% right on this. I don't know anything on this. This is not rumor or speculation. I haven't heard anything. I'm making this up right now, and I feel like that's exactly where they're going with this. Now, that's the easy part. Talking about what they've announced today. That's the easy part. The confirming that Tower of Terror is going Guardians brings up the hard part, and that is two really important questions. One, what is going to happen to the Hyperion Theater? Because now that's just kind of weird, right? They went, and I say this, if they had left it Aladdin, right? If they had just left it Aladdin, I could say, oh, Hyperion Theater is going to be gone too. But they went through all that trouble to put in Frozen that you got to think that's going to stay, right? They wouldn't go through all that trouble to kill Aladdin, bring in Frozen, a whole new spectacle, an amazing technical achievement just to get rid of it. So the Hyperion Theater is going to stay, and Frozen is going to stay, right? It has to be. I cannot think of a single scenario where they would just kill Frozen like that. So does that mean, where are they putting the rest of this Marvel stuff? Where is it going to fit with Guardians of the Galaxy? Ian's thought, and I'm inclined to agree, is that the back lot is going to be the Marvel expansion, where we're going to see a new e-ticket. If that's the case, then you're going to have Marvel in the backlot, then the Hyperion Theater, and then Tower of Terror. That doesn't jive at all. That does not jive at all. Okay, so maybe they are going to put the Marvel expansion to the left of or behind Tower of Terror, where they have that extra, that stuff that runs along Harbor Boulevard, and I think there's some parking there still. I don't know what they call that lot. But I think that there's room for expansion back there. Matter of fact, those were some of the original plans for the Marvel Land. But if that's true, then we still have the backlot sucking eggs over there at the entrance. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. There's moving parts here. Like Buena Vista Street, I feel like that's pretty safe. That's going to stay the same theme. Even Hollywood Boulevard could probably survive a transition from backlot to Marvel, because it kind of, I don't know, it's an extension of Buena Vista Street, and you could blend those two things, Marvel and Hollywood Boulevard. You could probably blend those a little bit. So what if Marvel's not going in the backlot, or I should say, if it is going in the backlot, I don't understand the Hyperion Theater. I don't understand it at all. And now I think this might be a good point, actually, to mention this. Now that we've been vindicated, for lack of a better term, on our Guardians of the Galaxy video a while back, how do you how do you guys feel about our last video about the starfighters showing up overhead in Star Wars Land? And by the way, an X-wing is a starfighter. For those of you who keep telling me that it's an X-wing, not a starfighter, they are the same thing. They belong in the same family. But yeah, do you guys feel it a little stronger with me on that one? Because let me say this, Fresh Baked, we're not in the news breaking business. We're in the having fun at Disneyland business. So when we do break some news, I feel like you guys should feel pretty good about that. So let me just say that. Go back and watch that video again and see if you can't get any more sense of confidence from me. I really believe that the X-Wingers are going to appear in Star Wars Land. All right, so let's go, Fresh Baked. Hit me with your ideas. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? What are your fears? What do you guys think about this? What do you think about the way that the story is going to be told? What do you think is going to happen to a Hyperion? What do you think is going to happen to the backlot or Hollywood Boulevard? Have we seen the end of those areas? I don't know. We're going to find out more soon. I feel like this is just the beginning, and it's gonna be like a waterfall. Things are gonna start happening. So let me know, Fresh Baked. Until next time, Fresh Baked. We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out our Star Wars Land updates from the Knothole Gang, or maybe our Secrets in History videos. Or you can just watch all of our weekly trip reports and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Baked Fresh Daily. And don't forget, you can support Fresh Baked by joining our Patreon campaign or by buying a Fresh Baked t-shirt. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Fresh Baked!